How well do we know ourselves? A very important question to ponder. Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Welcome to our meditation group, Flourishing During Challenging Times. I am delighted you are here this morning. Today is going to be a great day. Our program always has three parts, a little inspiration. This morning we will draw on Dorothy Day, founder of the Catholic Worker Movement, spent her whole life working with the poor in her houses of hospitality as well as a journalist. The second part will be the most important part of our morning practice, which is our 20-minute silent meditation, where we just turn the gaze inwards and give this 20 minutes to God. If we can do this, if we can devote our first hour of the day to our morning practice, it is really simply amazing how the rest of the day unfolds in a much better way. And then the last part of the morning practice is we do a little Ignatian Jesuit examine, where we look at where we found God, where God came alive for us, and where we might have missed God. And we try to do this from a place of the heart and of gratitude. Saint Ignatius really suggested with all his being that we do this on a daily basis. We get a daily reprieve from the things that nail us down in life based on our spiritual condition. And Socrates said, while we live our lives forward, we only understand them looking backwards. So the examen gives us a little bit of a reflective stance on where God has been moving in our own personal everyday lives. So this morning, the question was, how well do we know ourselves? Dorothy Day is up for canonization, and I thought I would read you a little paragraph of hers that sheds a little light on the question. I think it will give us a little inspiration as we move into our meditation. This is from her selected writings, and the title, here we go. The title of the little chapter, I love it. We scarcely know ourselves. I write these things now because sometimes when I am writing, I am seized with fright at my presumption. I am afraid too of not telling the truth or distorting the truth. I cannot guarantee that I do not, for I am writing of the past. But my whole perspective has changed. And when I look for causes for my conversion, sometimes it is one thing and sometimes it is another that stands out in my mind. Much as we want to, we do not really know ourselves. Do we really want to see ourselves as God sees us, or even as our fellow human beings see us? Could we bear it, weak as we are? We do not want to be given that clear inward vision which discloses to us our most secret faults. In the Psalms there is a prayer, deliver me from my secret sins. We do not really know how much pride and self-love we have until someone whom we respect or love suddenly turns against us. Then some sudden affront, some sudden offense we take, reveals to us, in all its glaring distinctiveness, our self love, and we are ashamed. I write in the very beginning of finding the Bible and the impression it made on me. I must have read it a good deal, for many passages remain with me through my earlier years to return to haunt me. Do you know the Psalms? They were what I read most when I was in jail. I read with the sense of coming back to something I had lost. Returning to something we had lost. Thank you, Dorothy Day. What beautiful inspiration to get us into our meditation, to drop down this morning. And Dorothy Day is correct. We scarcely know ourselves. And I can promise you, you will never think your way into this knowing. However, when we dive into contemplative prayer, when we meditate, when we turn the gaze inwards, we discover something so beautiful. God is closer to us than we, sorry, God is closer to us than we are even to ourselves. So, in getting to know ourselves and giving this 20 minutes to God, I invite you to get comfortable, to unplug all technology. I've got the timer set. Find a comfortable seat. Meditation should be calm, relaxing, and most importantly, effortless. We just sit down. So I invite you to lower the eyes, turn the gaze inwards. I'll do a little guided meditation to begin, and then we will sit and enjoy the silence. Let's begin. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell gently brings us back to our true self. As always, we begin with diaphragmatic breathing, that is, breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly, in through the nose, out through the mouth, 3 times as a community. Together, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, bringing fresh oxygen to the brain and the body. Last time, give it all you got. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Take the attention to the body. Become a little more grounded by feeling our souls pressed onto the green earth, and just experience the earth beneath the soles of our feet. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair, providing support. We know Mother Earth is supporting us, and we also reflect on where else in our life have we felt a little support recently. Relax the shoulders, let go of anything that's been weighing you down recently. Move towards the front of the body. Take the attention to the heart, the place the spiritual world touches our physical world. And focus on something this morning for which you're grateful. And let's try and name it in one word. Gently place that word next to your heart. And as a community, let's breathe into the gratitude. Inhale and exhale. And just notice what you feel. Finally, take the attention to the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, the seat of intuition, and focus on an intention for this morning. Something we desire deeply in our life in this moment, not being afraid to ask God for something great and beautiful today. We'll seal the intention with an inhale and an exhale. Take the attention to the breath. Engage your sacred word. Repeat it 4 or 5 times. And then simply drop down to the ocean floor and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If your eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. Let's circle the wrist a little bit one way, then the other. Get the shoulders moving a little. Father Ek shared a little something with me about noticing your state. So if you put the arms out, circle them one way for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Father Tim says, shake it out like a zebra and you'll never be stressed. He's a biologist who works at Children's Hospital who used to teach at Stanford. So I think he knows something about what he's talking about. Excellent. All right, let's move on to the little Jesuit examine. And this morning, it's Thursday. I invite you just to go over in your own recent past where God came alive for you. And please feel free. One of the most important things we do in our morning practice is we actually build a little community with people literally around the world. So uh, part of flourishing is paying it forward. So if you can just, for the edification of all of us, just jot down on the comment section of Facebook just where you notice God come alive in your life recently. Um, I will tell you, you might be able to hear the noise outside the center. Today is Thursday, so I shared with you that for the first time on Tuesday, we started again our Flourishing and Recovery group, which is a drug and alcohol recovery program for people on the streets who are struggling with addiction. And we were able to do it on our beautiful patio on the center with almost 15 unhoused people here, and it was really amazing. It's every Tuesday and Thursday at 11, so we are getting ready for day two. Brother Henry has generously agreed to help co-facilitate the group with me. So I'm really excited about that. I'm hoping we get some more green iced tea and pass some healthy, nutritious snacks at the end of it. So, yeah, that makes me very, very happy. Second is a lot of you know, and you can see it live on Facebook. They're very small audiences, but several of my Jesuit brothers are being ordained this week at St. Ignatius and here at Blessed Sacrament. So that fills my heart with joy, and I ask you to join me for praying for each of them as they embark on this ordination journey, that it will be one of experiencing God in new and beautiful ways for them. And then last but not least, Merrick, who is at St. Monica's, Monsignor Lloyd Torgeson connected us, and he's this amazing guy. He like knows business and finance and music and digital technology, and we had a wonderful conversation yesterday. And he's going to also try to help us get this flourishing during difficult time meditation group, not only on Facebook but on the web page and who knows where else. So stay tuned. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to technology, and Merrick is like in fifth gear. So, a little prayer for that, that there'll be some more collaboration with Blessed Sacrament and St. Monica's as well. So, that's where God's come alive for me recently. And one of the interesting things with this examen is the more you do it, the more you start noticing. You start to look at the world through a different lens of glasses. Um, Dorothy Day, we scarcely know ourselves. And I think that's so true when we're going through life with knee jerk reactions. But one of the beautiful things about contemplative prayer is we get out of the craziness of our brain and we get to drop down and experience a little miracle in our everyday lives. Thank you for joining together this morning for all of us to experience this little miracle. God bless you and have a beautiful rest of the day.